Some of you probably saw this coming. Well, there's probably only... Well, there's only 2 of you in the chat, but you probably saw this coming. This is the game that is more ridiculous and over the top than Devil May Cry 3. You may not have thought it possible, but you'll... I think after just this first stream, you'll agree. And I am actually using the controller for the wrong system right now. This is Metal Gear, but it's not Metal Gear... It's not a normal Metal Gear game. Nothing like other Metal Gear games, really. Oh, and since I have every DLC available for this game, I will have to go through all of these messages, because that happens every time you start a new game or load a game. I don't know why. It's really annoying. I'm also going to change some options because I play this game differently from the default settings, because it's really annoying otherwise. The very first thing that you should do, probably, when you start this game up is just up the sensitivity all the way to max, because it is just too slow. And then it's going to take forever to save. And as you can see, we got a new game, or we got Jetstream and Blade Wolf, but I'm not going to play either of those, because those are the DLC, and they seem to assume you've played the game. And no, I don't want to play the tutorial, because it's kind of boring, and I know how to play the game. And it doesn't really add anything for you guys. Not really.
Three years. We've come so far in just 3 short years.
The sign of a strong leader, sir.
No. The will of a strong people. And one very able advisor.
Thank you, sir.
Your team deserves credit as well, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
Just doing our job, Mr. Prime Minister.
I must admit, I once thought of groups like yours as opportunists, enablers of war. But you've trained our new army well. Order has returned sooner than expected. Perhaps I was wrong about these private military companies.
We prefer private security providers, sir. Most of Maverick's contracts do focus on security.
Yes, well, the security can mean many things.
There's a saying I like. One sword keeps another in the sheath. Sometimes the threat of violence alone is a deterrent. Sometimes, by taking a life, others can be preserved. It's the code the samurai lived by.
A soldier and a philosopher. You are full of surprises, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
I could say the same about you, Mr. Prime Minister.
What is happening?
Someone's blocking the lead vehicle. Hold on.
Clear the road! This is official state business! I said clear the road! We're authorized to use force if you do!
orders.
Courtney, what is happening?
We got hit, sir. A cyborg.
Whose?
Exif comes up unaffiliated.
I'll notify all checkpoints. Get on money out of there.
Yes, sir.
We are going to die.
Stay calm.
He's got friends on our 12.
Raiden,
I'm on it. Guard the Prime Minister. Let's get this over with.
Awesome enough for you yet? If not, just wait. It'll get there.
take out those hostiles.
So this game plays a lot like Bayonetta or Devil May Cry or other games like that. Oh, I did not time that well.
Raiden, you'll need to choose
Oh,
between
I guess I
light
can't
and heavy
use that
strikes
move
to
yet.
match the
All right.
situation.
Oh, okay. This is blade mode. You can use blade mode to... Okay. As soon as I actually get within range of anybody, you can use blade mode to cut things. And it's really broken here because you can just walk around with it and you have endless blade mode as long as you can trigger it. But later on, we won't be able to do this. And you can just cut in any way you want. And you can just split people apart all over the place. It's pretty great.
Raiden, the limo is in trouble. Get back there, ASAP. I'll add the limo to your solid down radar.
You can ninja run by just holding down a button. While you're ninja running, you block all bullets, and you can slice things as you're running by. A lot of stuff in the environment is destructive. The giant tree, that was destructible.
I've marked the location on your
It just
solid down
falls.
radar.
Oh, it's leaning on this thing. Let's cut that down so the tree can fall the rest of the way. If it falls on enemies, well, it disappeared. It does disappear after a while. You can parry most attacks in the game. There are attacks you can't, but they're usually pretty clearly marked. And there's a lot of just cutting stuff all to pieces. And it's pretty great. You can, as I said, you can cut most things up. Oh. There's actually a move I'm trying to use, but I'm not timing it right.
Raiden, it's on the other side of that barricade.
There we go. That was what I was trying to do. That's a parry counter. Ah. Parry counters are very powerful. So you gotta get through this barricade, but this is in the way. Oh well. Just cut it up. Yeah, that's right.
So you're Jack.
What do you want with the Prime Minister?
I want him dead. Nothing personal, of course. Africa's just getting a bit too peaceful.
What?
Business ain't been the same since they shut down SOP.
He's talking about Metal Gear Solid 4.
Economy. Huh. Well, some of us like that economy. How's an honest warmonger supposed to make a living?
This is your answer? Don't do it!
That seems to be what he's trying
Don't
to do.
worry now. I won't.
Oh, apparently not.
Not while he's still useful.
Oh, well, that answers your question then.
So long.
So they've got a Metal Gear Ray. When I saw this boss fight in a video of the game, it sold me on the game. This one thing.
Take out that UMG and get
I had to get the game once I saw this. You'll see why.
use blade mode to damage its armor.
Pay attention to the music.
Use your ninja run to deflect those shots.
That's right, you can just deflect shots in Ninja Run. You can parry every attack this thing does. Every attack. And if you parry counter any of its attacks, you get immediate blade mode.
They swapped out the hydraulic
Except you
candle
can't
for
do that,
flame
except you might not be able to parry that attack, actually. But, aside from that attack, any of its attacks that don't involve plasma beams. Oh, I could have parried that move. I didn't think about that. I didn't realize what he was doing. That's right, you can parry pretty much anything this guy does physically to you. No matter, even though it's so big. It would have worked there if I'd done it with the right timing. What is he setting up for? Oh? Oh, I parried. Oh, no, I thought I parried too early. I like how the music changes here. Whenever you get into blade mode, the music adds a layer. It's really awesome. I keep trying to parry counter that, and I don't have the right timing. What? I'm a little surprised that didn't work. Ah.
Now, Raiden, bring it down.
Ah.
Stop that blade.
Alright, this is where it gets awesome. The vocals come in.
Yes, sweeping wide open. Хорошо, very good. But do not rest easy just yet, huh?
If you're still not convinced that this game is more awesome than Devil May Cry 3, there's still pretty awesome stuff coming up. This game just builds and builds. It's pretty great.
There, get him. Use your ninja ram to move over obstacles automatically.
Although, you might be tempted to chase after that guy. There's actually a hidden thing right here. Nope, maybe it's not right here. Maybe it was earlier? Oh, no, it's here. I don't know why it wasn't working. There's a hidden data storage thing here. I don't know where all of them are, but I know that one's there.
Do not let him out of your sight. You must catch him.
Well, at least the platforming in this game is really awesome. Yep. I say as I fall. You're not actually supposed to hit the jump button, like, ever. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention what the data storage stuff actually is. It's stuff like concept art you can look at in the main menu.
That's there, you cheat. It still works?
By the way, that thing was still alive. Because why wouldn't it be? I just dodged that thing by kicking under it. I'm not really sure of the right way you're supposed to get by that thing, but that works for me. Nope. For this, you just,
Blade mode to take down
I
those
was just
heavy
saying, use
missiles.
blade mode. You can just hit the face buttons on the PS3 controller to if you don't really care exactly what angle you're going to use. You can use square or for horizontal attacks and triangle for vertical ones.
Finish that bastard off.
Oh, by the way, we're running on missiles now, and this is not a cutscene, or rather, this is not totally scripted. There's actually an algorithm that's having him run on which one, and it changes each time that scene happens. It's kind of random which missile he's going to jump to. It might even be based on what direction you're pressing the control stick in. But I'm not sure. And now we're running down a clock tower as it's falling apart, of course. As the missiles come after us. And the plasma blasts. You understand why I wanted this game now?
He's headed for the front of the train. After him. Raiden, an unidentified field rotor is headed your way. Keep an eye out for it.
Tilt rotor, huh? By the way, you can destroy these boxes. Don't know if you noticed. There's no use for it as far as I can tell. There might be something in one of them. I don't really pay that much attention, to be honest.
Prime Minister!
Too little too late, hero. I won't be needing my little shield here any longer.
Stop!
Ouch.
What about all the good things war has done for us? Why don't we ever hear speeches about that? Jobs, technology, a common purpose?
Raiden, forget me. Stop him.
You ain't listening. Mind if I got in? All we're saying, give war a chance! No!
Out of my way!
He's all yours, Sam!
There's that unidentified tilt rotor. And we already have another boss fight. So this is Sam.
Don't be shy.
Yeah, don't be shy. So we just saw that giant Texan man use his scissor weapon to kill a whole lot of people, including the Prime Minister. Also, you can just kind of stand here and stare Sam down a bit. Ah. No. Hmm.
Self-taught. And not half bad. Still. The technique lacks something. Mightier than the pen after all.
Uh-oh. Yeah, when Sam's sword glows yellow like that, you don't want to hit him. Oh no! Which I just did. Twice in a row. Ah.
Now I see. You deny your weapon its purpose. It yearns to bathe in the blood of your enemies, but you hold it back. No.
My sword is a tool of justice.
You said something about Agni and Rudra, right? Close enough, right? Again. This is about the 4th time this has happened in the Metal Gear franchise that Raiden has lost a limb.
Are you all right? You're almost clear of the tunnel. Just hang on.
Did you want to practice first?
I'm not doing so well, yeah.
Did you want to practice first? This is what happens when you bring a tool to a sword fight. It's over. Lucky devil.
Get you waiting, huh?
Forgot about that part.
Down you go! Flash!
Okay, so a whole lot of stuff has happened in the last 30 minutes. Man, I had forgotten how fast-paced this game is, and how nice it is to have a really fast-paced game. We've been playing so many slow-paced games in this. Yeah, well, kept you waiting, huh?
How is it, Ryder?
So far, so good. I've got a clean visual.
A direct feed to your optic nerve. Yes, I should hope so, huh?
I mean, how does it feel? To fly like a bird?
Like a bird strapped to a remote control rocket.
We will get you in safely, Tovarich. Just relax and enjoy the ride.
Right.
Can you hear me, Raiden?
Doctor.
Remember the two procedures to maintain your new body. 1. Seizing nano repair units from your foes. And 2.
Absorbing their electrolytes. I got it.
Yes, enemy cyborgs should provide plenty of MCFC electrolytes once you slice them open and extract their fluids.
They're terrorists. I was planning on that anyway.
Oh, and their left hands, if you please.
Excuse me.
Their combat
I
data
have a
is stored on
collection.
holographic memory, typically located in the left hand. That data is very valuable. I am authorized to offer you upgrades and services in exchange for it.
How generous.
Ich liebe Kapitalismus. Had the world come down a few years earlier, I would have a Nobel Prize on my shelf.
There, I see land.
3 mics out closing. No activity at the airbase. Looks like we don't need to worry about interceptors.
Great. Then we have time for
Actually,
a
you
quick
have to take those parts before
I
they
know
die.
you miss me, Kev, but I've been all over the materials.
That's what you said before Montenegro. Look, just humor me, buddy. Objectives, of course, are enter Abkhazia, neutralize the terrorists, and restore the rightful government, or what's left of it anyway. The president and most of the cabinet have been killed, and a military junta's been established. The terrorists brain-jacked all the high-ranking officers, and their cyborgs scattered the rank and file. The few leaders who have survived have no way of openly opposing the new regime. That's why they called us.
Andrei Dolzaev, leader of the occupation forces, an extremist linked to both the St. Petersburg massacre of 2015 and last year's terror spree in Georgia. And his arms supplier, none other than Desperado Enforcement, LLC.
Irmani's killers.
If we don't stop them here, they could destabilize the entire region. But our more immediate problem is Jetstream Sam. I believe you've met.
The only problem I see is that nickname. I've got my enhancements this time. He won't be an issue.
He may not even be in country, but keep an eye out just in...
Oh, sorry.
Ready for insertion.
The most stealthy of insertions.
Ryder, you landed safely, da? First, head inland. The waypoint is marked on your Soliton radar. Contact us on codec if you have questions.
I got distracted by catching trees. That was pretty fun. There's a cat around here somewhere. The cat is pretty interesting. Ah, there you are. there's a cat here. This cat is the most ninja-like out of everything in all of Metal Gear Solid. There is no way that you can possibly hurt this cat. No matter what you do. Up. I think this might actually. This must be. This must be the. Yeah. Oh, what was I? Wow, that was a nice little spin that tree did. Just gonna push that tree around. Huh? I didn't even know you could go out here. But yeah, I think that cat must be the cat that taught Musashi in Samurai Legend. I'm trying to remember his name, but he must have learned it. Well, either he just came into this area, or this is where he learned it from dodging Raiden.
Using stealth camo to ambush you. Nice try, but it won't do any good against a state-of-the-art cyborg like you, eh? To parry incoming hits, throw out your own barrage of light attacks while your foe is on the offensive.
No.
Parry at just the right moment to deflect an attack and expose your enemy to counterattack.
No. There we go. Not used to doing Zandatsus anymore. Well, there we go.
Had your fill?
With this body, I could take these guys with no eyes. Intel wasn't exaggerating on the cyborg count.
Well, you know how fast the tech's been spreading.
He's absorbing their electrolytes.
That CNT muscle fiber packs the power of a jackhammer into every limb.
What enterprising soldier of fortune could resist? And cyborgs are still human. Real
Thinking people. Way less risk of collateral damage than your typical UAV strike.
And don't forget the PR angle. Nations start playing Frankenstein with their troops, and the public goes nuts. PMCs, on the other hand, are off the ethical radar.
Yeah, they still don't even count PMCs in official death tolls. With SOP out of the picture, private militaries needed a new edge on the market. We got it.
In a way, cyborgs are just SOP troops by another name. Only all muscled up and less predictable.
But it makes you wonder, where'd Desperado find these guys?
I'm not complaining. They're like walking vending machines.
Right. Vending machines full of blood.
Easy there, Dracula. Like I said, they're still people.
People who terrorize and take innocent lives for money. They sowed their fate when they took this job. I'm just the Reaper.
Damn. It's a bit cold, Raiden.
Even for you. Anyway, his school? Let's get to work. Time to increase the peace.
Right.
In case you're wondering if Raiden is trying to be Batman, it'll get more so later. Really. Oh, a Zandatsu tutorial is not playable. That I probably need. Although I know how to do it.
Raiden, this is Boris. Give me your status.
Looks clear. No one in sight.
Good. Let's recap the route you will take. As I said, the enemy's HQ is in the refinery along the coastline. Dolzaev has been spotted there using satellite photography. Also on site, Mistral, a Desperado captain.
So I go through the city, cross the bridge into the old town, then head down to the rear of the refinery.
Still, I think they anticipate us. They will probably have a grand reception awaiting you at the old city. Do not let your guard down.
Raiden stops to admire the artwork as he has that conversation. It's a very comfortable couch to roll around in. Let's see, I think... Yeah, you can't cut these because you gotta get up. You gotta use them to get up here, but I think there's more items to be found here. His empty bedroom. Let's see. How do we get up there again? Oh yeah. There's some hidden items here. And here's another data storage. And of course, you can make the chandelier fall down. Doesn't hurt you or anything. Doesn't really do anything. But you can do it. Yeah, I noticed that too.
Hostiles in the lower corridor, I see. Try to flank them, or approach from behind.
Well, first, let's go across here, so we can get that repair, paste. And then, stealth attack, followed by chopping them up. Chop off his fingers, too, because I missed. He's trying to cut off his left hand. It didn't work. It doesn't matter, because those aren't the guys that you want to cut the left hands off. There's specific guys that you want to cut the left hands off.
Raiden, take that main thoroughfare. You can use augment mode to see where the enemy is located. Your body analyzes radar and IR data to construct your AR display. Some civilians are still in the city. That is not good.
Oh. I'm probably gonna have a hard time saving the citizen. Because they do need saving. But I'll try. I'll see what I can do. But yeah, there is a detective mode. You can't ninja run while in detective mode, and you can't attack. But you can survey your surroundings and run around a bit. There we go. No. No, no. Let's get out of here. Don't want to be spotted. Somebody noticed something. So. So the guy we want to save is down there. You can see him surrounded by those two guards there. So we want to get them.
Someone there?
Let's see how to do this.
What are you doing here?
This area is off limits.
What? No, I'm not doing anything. Can we just kill him? It'll be easier. As opposed to have driven him.
No, no.
Get off! Enemy sighted!
There we go. Now where's the guy? There he is. But the alert mode is still going. So maybe that's why I'm not able to talk to him. Let's see what Boris has to say
You
about
must
this.
aid civilians, Raiden. It is not part of mission, but Maverick is still one of the good guys, yeah? You must aid civilians.
Oh,
it is not
okay.
part-
Thank you.
That civvy needs your help. Hurry, Raiden.
Thank you for that. Oh.
Come on, save him! He's gonna get killed!
Yeah, everybody says that, but how do you do that exactly?
Raiden, shall we review the case?
And Doctor doesn't care.
As you say, and you, but most
So I-
correct even it.
I don't think there's any reason to listen to this.
Anyway.
Huh? This fit.
Okay.
So. Ah, oh no.
He is scared to death, Raiden. Let him
Okay,
know
there
he
was
is
still an
safe.
enemy in the area, and that's why I couldn't talk to him.
Thank you. I will not forget this.
Raiden, what are you doing? You are headed out of the operation zone. Head to the waypoint marked on your solid-on radar.
Just Raiden, no civilians.
Relax, Boris. Just some custom tailoring.
You are the one to
If you
relax.
didn't see,
What the hell are you thinking?
he cut the guy's clothes off.
It was a reflex. It won't happen again.
Chusabacha! You even scratch one innocent playing around, and Maverick is finished. And so are you. Perhaps I sent the wrong man. Or not a man at all, but a boy with these games.
Boris, hold on. I was distracted. That's all. I'm fine now.
And you are sure of this?
I'm sure.
One more stunt like that, and I will pull the plug on this entire op.
Understood.
I couldn't help it. I had to strip that man naked. I had to. It was a reflex.
Raiden, what the hell, man? This is your idea of a good time? Stripping dudes in public? I didn't know you were into that.
Right. Sorry. It was an
It
accident.
was an accident.
Hey, I'm not here to judge. But next time, find someone consenting and do it on your own damn time.
Raiden, what the hell do you call that?
It was a...
Sick, Raiden. I call it sick. You can save your own damn data.
Oh, well, they're so mad at him, but it was just an accident. I mean, he didn't mean to. Oh yeah, I think you can knock... Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can knock down this whole place by taking out all the supports, but... And it'll fall on you and it won't hurt you, but I think it might hurt enemies? I'm not really sure. I guess there's not really any point to it now. No enemies in there. Oh yeah, these guys. The guys from Metal Gear Solid 4. That were really, really hard in that game. Oops. It is hard much later. The boss fights especially are very hard. Oh, I just knocked a grenade away. I'm playing on normal difficulty, and for people who are into Devil May Cry and such, they're more into like hard difficulty and that kind of thing. But yeah, these guys are super easy, and it's supposed to be that way because it's the first level. But it will get a lot harder.
Very good, Raiden. Now, keep heading for Refinery.
Also, those guys gave me a lot of trouble my first playthrough. Those giant walking machines. But I was playing on hard difficulty my first playthrough because that's what I'd heard was the best one to start with if you're in Devil May Cry. And I think it might have been a bit much, to be honest. But yeah, enemies just die way too fast, normal. That's true. But they have more health and there are more of them, like there are more kinds on harder difficulties. And also, parry countering is a lot harder. Yeah, Raiden is definitely OP in that sense. I mean, he definitely comes across that way, but that doesn't make the game not hard. But the boss fights are especially difficult.
Nice moves, Raiden.
I actually managed to stealth that whole section. I can't usually do that. I usually get caught.
Raiden, wait. We're picking up a wireless transmission near your position. From the frequency, most likely an enemy data terminal. Check it out. We may be able to salvage some intel.
Since the screen is blue, that means we unlocked a VR mission. Yeah, I mean, it turned from yellow to blue. But anyway, that's how you get unlock VR missions in the main menu. Or actually in this menu as well. You can go to VR missions. Actually, you know what? I just realized. Oh. Yeah, it's probably a good idea for me to go ahead and do this. I'm not sure where the last checkpoint was, but I think we just passed it, so... and if I have to do that stealth section again, I don't think it'll be that big a deal. The reason I wanted to go in here is because I wanted to get these two skills. Aerial parry, because being able to parry in the air is really nice, and defensive offense, because that is the dodge move. That is the only dodge move. And you have to get it. It's really cheap, but you can't get it from the very beginning. You have to buy it from the store. And, I might as well get Sky High. Why not? I don't remember how to use it yet, but... Oh, wow, it's already 11 o'clock. How about that? I guess it's time to stop. Okay. That time went by really fast. I really don't want to stop, but at the same time, I really ought to, just stick to my hour-long segments. So you save the game by calling Courtney.
How we doing, Courtney?
You're looking good on our end. GPS and audio-visual feed coming in fine. Energy consumption? Check. Damage levels? Check. Blood pressure, brain waves, blood sugar? Check, check, check. All this monitoring equipment, I got a better view than if I was standing right next to you. Anyway, I'll be saving all your data automatically anytime something important happens in the field. But contact me anytime you want a manual save.
Copy that. Good to hear that hasn't changed with this new body.
Yep, the basic system's exactly the same. So, did you want to save? And save complete. Simple, huh?
Copy.
and glad to hear you're okay after Africa. That ambush was no joke.
Tell me about it. 3 armored vehicles should have been plenty for that job. And it would have been against any typical guerrilla force.
I keep asking myself, where would an anti-Imani faction get the cash to hire cyborgs?
It just doesn't add up. Maybe there's some intel I missed. A lead I should have followed up on. Maybe if I reacted faster, or coordinated better. I don't know.
You can't think that way, Courtney. Not in this business. You did everything you could. Put it behind you and move on.
You're right. Thanks.
So just like in the other Metal Gear Solid games, you call somebody to save your game, and saving is actually something that is in the setting somehow. It's not really explained exactly how that works, but and afterwards you have some kind of conversation. Unfortunately, it's not as interesting as some of the conversation. It doesn't come across as quite as interesting as some of the conversations Mei Ling or Paramedic had in the previous games, or or Otacon. But it was still it's still pretty nice, and I like that they kept that. It's pretty neat. All right, so I guess I ought to show off the moves. This is the dodge move. You can dodge in any direction. It does something forward as well, but I don't really know why you'd want to do that. But you can dodge in any direction, and it takes you pretty far and has invincibility frames. So, you know, that's what you want if there's just something that you can't parry counter it, and you don't want it to hit you either. Which there are some moves you can't parry counter. I also got, you know, aerial parry, but I can't show that off right now. And I got another move that I don't remember. And if you ever don't really know how to use a move, there is a move list. It's called Help. That's what the menu selection is. And then you can just look for it under Help. Okay, so it's up square. All right. So that's a move that knocks enemies in the air. Pretty nice. Not too many aerial combos you can do, but it's nice to be able to toss enemies up in the air. Anyway, I've gone overtime on this game. But I guess it's time to switch over to Musashi Samurai Legend. And maybe find that Sword of Fire. So I'm going to stop streaming for a few minutes. And I'll come back with Musashi Samurai Legend. See you in a bit.